Hello, Irene here. Thanks for stopping by. Today's video is a collaboration with the ladies over at Crafty Concepts with Erin. This is a monthly sketch challenge, and this month we're going to be starting a new series. And that series can be found in our new catalog, the 2025-2026 catalog. And you're going to be finding these sketches on page 28 of the catalog, and they are down here in the lower right. If you're anything like me, I will peruse through the catalog looking at all the pretty things, all the colors and what have you, and I never really pay that much attention to the sketches. But these are a great jumping off point if for some reason you don't have inspiration, you don't know where to start. They're just a great resource. A couple pages back, they even have card templates as well. If you're a card maker or if you want to dabble in cards, these are great ways to get started. And they're normally very simple, and then you can just embellish as you go. So we're going to be starting with this one here, and then we'll just work our way across. There's going to be 8, which will take us through the end of the year. And we have an option to do either a single page layout, or if we want to stretch the sketch and make it a double page layout. I'm going to just be doing a single page layout because I only have one photo to scrapbook. Let me bring that in. This is a photo of my son when he was a little bit over 4, and his cousin, and she was bound and determined to give him a kiss. You could see she's got him by the collar, planting a big old kiss on his lips, and he is not happy. I'm going to be taking my inspiration for this layout out of the colors in my son and my niece's clothes. The blues are beautiful, that bright pop of yellow, really exciting. Let me bring in the papers that I was going to use, and then I'll bring in the ones that I am using. I thought at first I wanted to use the Mediterranean Blooms DSP because it has all those beautiful yellows and these dark, beautiful, beautiful blues. And I definitely knew that I was going to be using this one here. And this one is out of the, let me grab it real quick, out of the Floral Delight pattern paper. So I definitely knew I wanted to use that, and I thought that that would coordinate really, really well with those papers. Then I thought that I would come in with maybe the Countryside Inn DSP pack again with this yellow. I thought those looked really nice together. Knew I was going with that. Then I had one more thought. So I'm going to leave that one there. And I decided I wanted to use the Country Woods paper. I like this blue. I wanted to use the blue in the title, and I did something that didn't have all the little pattern in it. So I knew that this was the one I was going to end up on. Let me bring my photo back in real quick. So I printed my photo as a 7x5, so it's an oversized photo. And I'm going to move my picture up just a little bit. Again, these are pretty simple layouts. You can take the embellishments in whatever direction you want to go. I knew I wanted to do a title, a larger title, and I wanted it to sit down below. It wasn't going to do it in the corner, so I wanted to bring in a piece of paper that I could be able to bring my title in down here, because I want to use the alphabet a la mode, and they're pretty big. They're about a 2-inch letter. So like I said, it was super simple. I'm going to do a cluster here. We have the banners up here on the top, title, and I think that's it. I'm going to cut these down really quick, and I will be right back. I've cut all my papers down, and I am going to be building my layout on a sheet of white cardstock, just inexpensive white cardstock, because I cut out the center of my Country Woods paper so that I can use the center to mat photos or to use for another layout. And this is a great way to, you know, to save money really, because cardstock or DSP in particular can be very, very expensive. So this is the full 12 by 12. This is my background sheet. See if I can get that lined up closely. Looks pretty good, fingers crossed. All right, it seems that this white cardstock is just a sliver larger than what I need. The yellow, I cut down a ½ inch all the way around, so one inch on each side, on two of the sides, excuse me. And we're going to adhere that one down. And as you can see on my brown piece, the one that I'm putting underneath my photos, I again cut out an embellishment out of there so that, you know, no paper is wasted. My photo is going to go over the top of that. Excuse me. So let's get this one lined up. So it's about a ½ inch border all the way around. So that's 11 by 11. This one is 4 by 11. So we're going to sit this one right about here. I'm going to be matting my photo. I matted it on a piece of white cardstock. I did the same thing. I'm going to mat it onto the Blue Country Woods, cut out the center on that as well, so I could save that inside piece for other maybe mats or embellishments. Okay, and this is, I'm just leaving myself a small, about a 1/16 inch border all the way around. And I need to leave myself enough room here for my title. Like I said, I'm using the alphabet a la mode letters. I have cut them out, and they are actually just shy of 1 3/4 inches, so they're not quite 2 inches. So I just want to make sure when I put my photo down that I leave myself enough room. So let's first adhere this brown one down. This one also came out of the same paper pack as the yellow cardstock, or the yellow DSP. That's part of that paper pack. That's actually going to be covered up by the photo, so I'm good with that. And then we're going to put this one, I'm thinking, right around 2 inches up from the bottom. So I'm going to line it up there on my mat. Put that there, and then let's adhere down our photo real quick. And again, we have to leave enough room for our letters. So I'm just going to put one down so I have an idea where that's going to sit. And I'm thinking like that. So I did cut out all the letters for my title. It's a little bit of a alphabet soup right now. And I also cut out my embellishments. So I'll show you what goes with that in just a second. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to use a title called Sweet Kisses. I'm going to run the sweet up the side, and then the kisses I want to run down below. So let me just line these up super quick so we have some placement, and then I'll show you the rest of the embellishments. This is going to be a quick layout. There's my T. So Sweet Kisses. I have to say, this, I remember this like it was yesterday, and that picture is from over 20 years ago. I just remember him trying to escape, and she was just bound and determined, and she won. She won. She wasn't letting go. So I just love those old family memories. So all right, S, and I'll just glue those all down off camera here in a second. So I wanted to bring in some hearts because I thought that was going to be super cute. And those hearts are just from, let me grab it here, sorry. The Hearts of Elegance, and I'm just using the dies. So I used this large die here, and I die cut that in the Strawberry Slush, and then I went one down, and that's just the gold foil. And then I'm bringing in this cute little candy jar. And this is from a new Stampin' die set as well. This one's called Sweet Jar. And the dies, I do, excuse me, it's not a die set, it is a punch set. So the punch cuts out the jar and the lid, and then you have all these fillers for your jar, you know, in the stamp set. So I just did the hearts. So I stamped those also in Strawberry Slush, and I did the outline in Smoky Slate. And then I'm just gonna add, like, I just wanted to add one more. I just felt it needed one more in there. I've got a little bit of Vellum Flowers, which is one of my favorite leaf sets. That's from the Textured Florals. They have a couple of really nice greenery dies. Those are really awesome. And then just a couple of little twigs that I'm gonna tuck in there as well and glue them all down. On our layout, see where I put my catalog. On our layout, you can see we have a single banner up there. I am actually going to bring in several banners. So I cut 3 out from, you know, the colors that are in the layout. And I did that with this die set called Stylish Shapes. So I just used the larger and then the one size down. And I just cut the whole thing off, and I'll trim them off at the end. So I just figured those would come up here. And then we'll add the gold. And then I wanted to add just something a little extra on top. So I have this scary little drawer of all my extras. And I wanted to take out a couple of these little round shapes and see if one of those would work. And then just maybe add another little embellishment. I have one more extra heart. So thinking maybe I'll use that one there. That one's small enough. And maybe just a heart. Didn't have a set sentiment that I ended up liking. So I just thought the little heart would be really cute. So I'm going to do just a little bit of journaling down here, names, ages, and dates probably. So let me glue this all down off camera, and I will bring in the final layout, and we can add a little bit of bling to it. I adhered down my title, and I just used the Berry Lee art glue and a pair of verse tweezers to help lay those letters in place. Let me bring this in a little closer. I splattered my heart that is in the Strawberry Slush just with a gold Posca marker. Let me see if I can bring that in. I think I tucked it away. Oh, here it is. So just a gold Posca marker, and I just take something hard, tap on it. Splatters up really great. I also popped up my little jar here on some dimensionals, added a little bit of greenery in vellum, some leaves in vellum, and then up here I also popped up the gold, and then I just inked everything up. The strawberry and strawberry slush, I used the Pecan pie, and then around the yellow I did use Daffodil Delight. I do want to add a few some bling. This is the Strawberry Slush Pretty in Pink Gems, and I like the, get these guys out here. I like the yeah, keep sticking. I like these ones here. So let me just grab my pick tool here, and let's just scatter a few of those around just to give it a little bit, just a little bit of bling. I did mention that this is a collaboration with Crafty Concepts with Erin's team, and I will link the playlist to the collaboration in my description below if you'd like to watch the other ladies' videos. So that will be listed there. And then I will also be listing all the products that I used in today's video as well. And let's see, maybe one right there. I also added a little tag over here on the corner just to bring the gold and the strawberry slush over, so I have that basic visual triangle, just kind of drags your eyes around. So like I said, everything will be listed down below. I appreciate you stopping by and watching my video, and I hope to see you again very soon. Have a good evening. Bye.